here we are, always in stitches. It's What's New Thursday video time. We actually film these on Tuesdays, so if you ever want to be in the video, come to the store on a Tuesday, and the chances are you get to be in the video, right, Peter?
Yep.
Yep, Peter's behind the camera, and he's shaved his beard. Those of you who've been following him on FlossTube, he's got a clean shaven face, so you got a new picture coming. Which in the middle of winter, I would have left it on because it's cold.
Well, when I went outside walking the other day and it was 15 degrees, the humidity just
ice
turns into water on your beard and then freezes.
Oh, that sounds cold. It's almost 50 degrees here today, which is unusually warm, but it still feels cold.
It's like summer outside.
No, it's cold. It's cold. But you know what? We're inside where it's warm, and this is perfect stitching weather. I don't know about you, but when it's cold and dreary and drizzly and nasty.
Now, I was doing the happy dance yesterday when I saw that the freezing rain was coming through and some counties were starting to go orange. I was like, oh my gosh, I might get a day off, an extra bonus day.
Oh no.
It just rained and rained. We got no snow, no ice.
No, it's just wet. It's not turning. And really, thank goodness it wasn't snowing. Ice,
thank goodness.
We'd be piled up, and we would be home stitching.
There would have been a lot of trees down and power lines down.
Trees and power lines. We heard some. We had people post where they're coming from and everything, and there are people all over the world talking and walking with us in these videos. So I'm excited to have you. But we're going to show you some fabric. We have got some fabric here.
Thanks, California, for your online order.
Yeah, we had an order come in from California for the little basket of fat quarters, which I want to show. I want to show these. Let's do that first.
Yeah, okay.
So we talked about this going to be a stitch along for this book, the Simple Sister Sampler Quilts. We're going to do the first few blocks in this book, and there's lots of blocks, but we're going to do the first ones first because, they're first. And we put together these baskets. Look how fun these are. Isn't that lovely?
Did your mom put those together?
She did. Grandma Ginger, who is my mom and answers the phones here, put these little baskets together. There's 30 fat quarters. It's $112.99. So that's 7.5 yards.
Wow.
Of fabric. And if you want to sew along with us and do them the same way I did them with this book, this is the bundle that I used. Now, you can use anything you want. You don't have to sew along with it with me, but these are what I used. And several of you commented that you really liked those, and so we put bundles together. And you responded. We've sold over half of them. So keep going. Keep going. We'll be starting that in February. It'll be the third or fourth Thursday in February that'll actually start airing. So if you want to play along, well, we'd love to have you join us in that. But meanwhile, let's show you some of the fabric that just came in. We keep a really good selection of kind of, ornamental or novelty, or they're not just kids, but just novelty things for sewing that are specific, like sports and things like that. This one just caught my eye when we were ordering fabric, and so it was just a one bolt of fabric we had come in, and it's ribbons, bows, little bows. And it's a digitally printed fabric, so it's very crisp, and it's really pretty.
I was like, why'd they put a pickle in there? But it's lace.
It's lace. It's lace.
It's lace on
a lace spool.
Yeah,
on a spool. It does sort of look like a pickle, doesn't it?
On camera, it looks like a pickle.
It probably does. And then there's ribbon. It's embroidered ribbon. It's really pretty. And so I thought, well, what goes with bows?
What goes with ribbon?
Buttons.
Oh, bows and buttons.
Look how those two together would be really cute. This would make a cute bag, I think. Like, use the ribbons.
Oh, you know what this would make? You know what this would make?
What?
An amazing 3-yard quilt.
Oh, yeah.
Because of that big square of this really gorgeous, yummy print.
Ribbons and bows, buttons and bows. So this would be really fun. And like you say, pick up whatever's your favorite color. You could pick up purple. You could pick up pink. You could pick up a blue, a turquoise. And I'd be picking this.
What about if you came and saw Dawn's tutorial for doing covered buttons? Could you just cut out that piece of fabric and make a covered button?
Wouldn't that have been perfect? So that's one of the things he's gonna show you some little video clips. Dawn demos on Friday. She had the first demo was the very first Friday in January, and then she got sick. You're knocking something off. Wait a minute. Got it. She was sick the second Friday, so she wasn't able to do that Friday. But then the next Friday, she came back strong, man. And she did a covered button demo. So fascinating. I had the opportunity to see that done when we were at Quilt Market, and she brought in some of the samples that she made, and they're just so cool framed. I would have never thought to just frame covered buttons using fabric, but it turned out really, really cute. And she was in with our cross-stitch group, so we have opened another cross-stitch group on Fridays. We have a Saturday group that meets on the second Saturday. We have a Wednesday night group that meets almost every Wednesday night, but not every Wednesday night. But almost. You have to check the schedule for them. And then we have on our third Friday now, I'm pretty sure it's the third Friday. Yeah, it's the third Friday, cross-stitch group that's opened up again. So we've got room for another 25 people on Fridays. You cross-stitch people are just filling up our classes. So we're excited to have you and wanted to offer those opportunities. So if you're looking to join a cross-stitch group, there's 3 different times you can come and hang out with us in the store. But she did covered buttons. And so here you go, buttons and bows. I think, yeah, this would have been great. I bet she didn't even know this fabric was here. She could have pulled it out and made the button look like a button, but it would have been a cover button. So that's really fun. Love that. Now, the other thing, I'm going to show you a quilt. This is an unfinished quilt top. Let me stand over here because you need a little room. This, nobody in our shop made this. This actually came from the fabric vendor as a sample. We're going to get it quilted up. Look how pretty this is. There you go. There you go. Isn't that pretty? These are a nice, soft batik tones, and you don't normally see batiks in soft colors like this. Batiks are almost always real bright, but this is just such a pretty, gentle, soft quilt. But like I say, nobody here made it. We're going to get it quilted. I'm going to give it to Cindy to quilt. And we've already made kits of this to sell because, you know, you guys want the kits. It's called Pale Glow, which is a good name.
Well, that's appropriate.
It is. 65 by 78. And we've put kits together of this fabric, which is on the bottom down here. So here's the kit.
Hell's the kit.
There's the kit. Look at all the colors.
It's got a lot of the fabric in there.
It does have a lot of fabric. It's a really nice.
That's a great price.
It is. It's a good deal.
I'd buy
For
that.
that size quilt, I would too. And then the fabrics are down here. They're these nice.
Let me come around over there.
You're gonna have to come around here, I think,
I know this is
to see them.
stuff.
But look how soft and gentle these quilts, these fabrics are. Look how that's just a real soft yellow. Now batiks, you're gonna see little like dots almost. That's normal in batiks. That's from the process that they go about to make batiks. So the fabric with batiks are very definitely going to have a little different. Ooh, look how pretty that is.
Well, that's pretty.
Yeah. They'll have a different feel. They're also dyed through and through, so there's no wrong side, right side to them. They're a little denser because of the way the batiks are created. And you can use the fabric pretty much all the way to the edge. So, this is fun. Look at this one. There's a purple. Purple for Peter. Isn't that pretty? Love that.
That's nice.
Yeah, I like that little speckly
And there's
sprinkle.
a print like the last one that you showed in purple, I think.
Yeah. Oh gosh, these go all the way around, Peter.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to kind of drop the camera and get it down there. Oops, excuse me. Sorry. So then you can see down how pretty those are.
There's the ones I was thinking of, those dark ones.
Now those go with a different line, I think.
Oh, is that a different kit?
Or are they? Let me look. No, let me look. Let's see. This might be the same line. No, this is just I think this just is an extra couple bolts. Because it's not in that kit.
That's
But,
pretty.
boy, those are
Oh,
pretty.
you're right. It's not in the kit, but those are pretty.
Those are really pretty.
That's my jam right there.
Those could certainly be used. And then the next one we're going to show you is this ombre.
Why does this always cost me money every time I film?
I know, it cost me terrible.
It's costing us both money, Cappy.
It cost us money.
We gotta find somebody else to do these videos.
Exactly. So this is the other line I want to show you. These are also batiks, but these are ombre. So that's a word to check out. Ombre. So they go from, through the width of the fabric, they go from a light to a dark. And this is, what's so fun about these is you get that entire color range in one piece of fabric. And when you make quilts, here's what happens. Look how pretty these are. This is your pattern, sunrise, sunset cabins. And see how the blocks, they almost look dimensional. And it's because of the ombre of the fabric. So it's got like a wine, a jade, a magenta, a purple, a black, in a solid color. And that's what makes that ombre from light to dark. And when you cut the fabric, you're going to work with this ombre. The other thing is these are fun for borders. So your border would naturally ombre from light to dark if you put a big chunk in a border. Ombres are becoming really popular. We didn't see, I mean, we've seen ombres come around for a while, but people wouldn't know what to do with them, I think.
Cappy, you know that pattern you got that customer made and put in our insiders page, and Nancy got the pattern for you?
Yes, that dress. Yeah,
would that be pretty
interesting.
for that like an ombre effect on a dress?
It would, and batiks are great for garments because they're not one-sided, they're not printed. So yeah, that would be fun in a dress because it would kind of ombre. You could ombre up or down, however you wanted to do it. But we got a nice selection of these ombres in, and they've draped them so that you can see it's light there and it's dark here, and that's all on one piece of fabric.
Let's look at these colors. Here,
Yeah,
I'll
so
scan
look at the colors. We've got an aqua, an olive, a denim, a purple, which I think should be called grapple, raspberry. This is a pink. This is kind of a royal lavender. There's kind of an orange sherbet. And here's another teal. And again, just look at the color change. So you've got, that's one end, this is the other end of the piece. See how much that gradient? It gives you a lot of opportunity to have some fun. There's another pattern that's also with this called Twilight Blossoms. And again, see how it's lighter here? They've used that lighter part and then moved into the darker shades here.
God, I love that black background.
Isn't that awesome?
I was trying to figure out what those 3 black bolts were for. It's for the background of this quilt.
Yeah, and I think what's fun about this is how it gives it some real dimension, you know. Really gives it shape. Love it. 86 by 86. Big quilt.
That's nice.
Yeah, I love it. Love, 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 love that fabric.
That looks like fun. That would be fun to make.
It would be fun to make. And I think it's probably not real hard. Probably a confident beginner could get away with it. Okay, fat quarter, north cut, north cut. Now,
I love these. Wait, before we go anywhere.
Yes.
I love the batik quilts because for summer, I have found if you pair this with the, I don't know, you're going to have to help me here, on the dream batting, there's a light layer.
Request,
there's like a
really light.
Yeah, request. One of them's like super thin. If you put that with this batik, it is like the perfect summer quilt.
It is a good summer
for those
quilt.
hot days.
And don't put minky on the back. Just put more batik
More
on the
batik.
back.
Oh.
And it's a light, thin quilt. It's not a heavy quilt.
And it feels cool.
Yeah, it does feel cool.
There's something about batiks that they feel cool to the touch. I don't know what it is.
They do.
But
because they are cool.
it's magical.
It's magical. They're very cool. So now we're going to go over to our solids area, and I want to show you some quilts over there, some fabric over there. Nobody take my quilt. Okay, let's wander over here.
What's your phone number?
Okay. So here's the thing. You look at the solids, and you think, gosh, the shelves look empty. They are. You know why? A bunch of solids went to clearance.
Oh, I thought a gremlin came in and took them.
No, we're changing up our solids because what we figured out is you guys always want fresh, you always want new, and we're always trying to get in fresh and new. And so we've taken some of our solids that had been here for a little while, we've taken to the clearance department. Nothing wrong with the fabric, it's perfectly good, but it's a good time to get those solids in your stash. But I'm bringing in some new solids, and one of them, and they're really kind of tone on tones, is from the Michael Miller Company. It's called Patina. And that's what's on this rounder right here. And we have lots of fun colors. And what I love is the depth of this. Look at that, kind of mottled.
Wow.
So there's gray, there's purple, there's blackish, there's a teal, or not teal, but kind of a denim blue. There's a periwinkle blue in there. Just all kinds of blues. So that if you had this piece in your stash, it's really going to blend with a lot of things. And that's what's true of all of these. So these are purple tones. There's a raspberry. There's like a dark eggplant. Here's kind of a royal blue navy, which is a little different than this one. See, they're just the littlest different. But if you're working on a project, there's an indigo.
I'm glad it has a lot of shades of blue.
Yes, some nice choices in blue. And this isn't all of these. I think we've got some more coming. That does not go there, but somebody stuck it there. It's very pretty.
Down below.
Down below, maybe?
Yeah, down here.
Ah, yeah, this is that. That's a different line. Okay, blues. And then here's comes our reds. This is kind of, again, that's almost a burgundy, orange, pumpkin,
oh, I love
yellow, gold. So these are some solids. We're going to fill these shelves up again with some more things. We started ordering in more Kona cottons. Kona cotton I really like. I think it has a good quality, a good hand to it. And you'll see, like, when you're looking at our bolts on the shelf, here, let's show them.
I think those are some Conas.
They probably are. Let's show them. So here's the thing. Everybody makes solids. But I'm always looking like, that's Wyndham, that's Moda, Northcott. This one's Kona. So I can look there. If I'm looking for a specific color in a Kona solid, I can kind of look across this and go, okay, those two are the two Konas that they've got. Let me see if those match what I'm looking for. You can also look on our website under those manufacturer names. Almost all vendor who sells fabric right now has some kind of solid they work with. They call them thatch, they call them scribbles, they call them different things. And we try to change it up. So this is one by In the Beginning. And this is kind of his thatched. So this is what Jason Yenter's doing.
And then there's hatched. I found out.
Hatched.
They do a hatch.
This one we've got this in several colorways. This is a Kimberbell Basic. That's kind of a hatched piece. So everybody has something that reads like a solid, a tone on tone. And we try to keep that fairly diverse. But the Kona solids and the Moda solids, Moda is kind of our basic. We have a lot of the basic Moda colors. I'm adding Michael Miller. I know we've got a big collection of Northcott gradations coming in. So
how big is that order of gradations?
70 bolts. So
70 bolts of solids.
Of solids.
I love it.
Yeah, that's why we moved a bunch. If you come in, you're like, wait a minute, where's the bolts? They're in clearance and we're restocking. So we're just keeping it fresh, keeping it new for you guys with the solids, because they are. Every quilt's going to have something in it to rest your eye for the most part, and you want to have some of these in your collection. So we're trying to make sure you have those as an option. So that's kind of it for fabric this week. But I want to talk about a new program, and I mentioned this last week in our video about an area called the Attic. And it's a new section on our website, and it's actually done better than we thought. It's got kind of the things that were there. Display pieces that we're not using anymore, or things that we no longer have to use in the store for our demonstrations or for whatever we need. And we've had a couple of those items sell already. The minute we mentioned it, you guys looked at it and saw what was on there. The other thing we're selling are vintage quilts. So these are well-loved, honored quilts from somebody that were donated to us, and they didn't have homes. They were kind of homeless quilts, and so we have accepted them. We've got more than what we can possibly display or put out for the public to see, and so what we decided is to sell them and donate the funds from that to Quilts of Valor. And we do not take quilts in on commission or anything like that. This is just one of those things where if you're looking for a home, you want to donate it, we'll sell it, and then we'll put the money into the Quilts of Valor program, which we've already been able to do. And then the Attic, if you're looking for things, all the funds from that are also going to go to a local charity. So these are things that we're selling that we didn't necessarily invest any money in, but some of them have been donated to us, or some of them are just things that we're done using, and rather than sell them, we're going to use the monies to donate to charity. So trying to continue the outreach that we do through our shop. It's just a real important part of what we do here, is to try and help out the community and be a friendly neighbor. Just be a good neighbor, like Mr. Rogers used to say. Okay, that's super short. What's new this week? I mean, wowzer.
Well, I'm going back to my nap.
You're going back to your nap. Well, and what I will tell you is on our YouTube channel,
oh my God.
Peter tells
my
me
nap,
big news.
My nap time's over because Lenine's coming back.
That's right. Lenine's
Oh,
gonna
I
be
got
back
1
this
week left of naps.
I know, and then she'll be back. But
On Lanine's couch in her office.
Yeah, he actually takes a nap whether she's in there or not. She didn't care. She just works and he snores. The other thing I want to tell you that we've got coming that I'm really kind of excited about is the opportunity that we're going to have for you to. I lost where I was going.
Okay, let me think. Because I can edit this part until we figure out what we're talking about. An opportunity for
The attic. I was talking about the attic. So we appreciate you watching our video this week. We look forward to seeing you next week. I know what I was going to say. I had a moment. Okay, maybe you won't edit it out. I had a minute, so I tried to figure out what I was remembering. I know what it was. So on our YouTube channel, we are this close to having 10,000 subscribers. This close. And I would love to see us get to 10,000 subscribers and just go, because once we get 10,000 subscribers, it feels like we're on the map. I mean, that's exciting. So Peter told me this morning we're like 9,970 some. 78, okay. So, gosh, we're just, you know, a couple hundred people away from hitting those subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed and you are watching, subscribe, follow us, like us on our YouTube channel, and tell your friends. Hey, say, hey, have you seen this really fun channel at Always in Stitches? Their weekly What's New videos are great. Our Floss Tube videos are really fun. People are really enjoying those. And we've also got classes and all kinds of fun things happening there. So that was what I was going to tell them that I got lost and had to think about. Okay. So anyway, thanks for watching us. I hope you come back next week and watch us again. And stay tuned. It won't be long. We'll be doing that stitch along. So have a great stitchy day. Bye.